Yes, 18th day in the month of August 2020, specifically na Tuesday. And what did that one mean? Our Tuesdays, we clear them for property matter. Or they take discuss everything we get to do with property. Or they take ginger you, galvanize you, motivate you, say yourself you must become a property owner. So on top of that, I welcome you to Property Matter. My name is never changed now, still Chief Olodudu Owen. And I did with my main person, engineer Debo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chief. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Yeah, good. Owen?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I have national.
That happened when yesterday night?
No,
in your sleep?
No, ask people, they know now. Federal government.
Which people?
Federal
your
government.
village people?
No, my people here.
Which federal government?
All of them follow me, go receive them.
Really?
Yes, you know,
okay.
the owner of our company, MFR.
MFR, the name of your company?
The owner of our company.
Now MFR, I know, but you?
OON.
The
one where they
is it that, okay, is it by virtue of working with MFR?
I must get that.
You give yourself.
The meaning of OON is original Olododo of Nigeria. Okay,
I get your OON now. I think saying that the real OON.
It's still the real one.
But see, your own are the Olododo. Good morning, viewers.
We'll give you a national.
No, not this one.
We'll give you CFR.
Not this your time, don't worry. I don't need it. Good morning, viewers. How are you today? I hope you're fine. And how are you coping with the coronavirus pandemic? I think the thing is easing off right now.
Gradually,
right?
we thank God.
I think rates are falling, right?
Rates are falling according to the Lagos State.
The reports we're getting, yes. And all over the world also, there are discoveries as to
vaccine and every other thing.
Vaccines and all of that, you know. So we are glad that we are seeing the end of this. I mean, we know that God will see us through, definitely. So please continue to, observe the protocols and ensure that you stay safe, okay, while you go about your business. So this is Property Matter again. If you've missed any episode, like I would always encourage you, go to YouTube channel, WAP TV YouTube channel, and go enjoy all the previous episodes of Property Matter, because waiting with the talk, they always link with each other. You know, one thing will link to the other, like that. So
a fan called from Oyo State is a doctor. From Oyo State last week. They watch our show for their College of Education.
Okay. So
yes. They went to my Facebook to get my number. I don't really know him. So I think they did into this
the one that government just moved salaries of people to IP something.
So I told him I don't have a
NHF. They were doing NHF contribution. They wanted to know how they will take advantage. Yes, he called. He actually called Doctor. I won't mention his full name. Doctor from Federal Government College.
Your state.
Government or Federal College of Education. Yes, special technical.
We call it SPEB. SPEB la among below your SPEB.
SPEB.
Yeah, SPEB.
The Dodo side line.
For us that Okebo Anglican. Okebo side line.
Okebo. Okay. So he called actually, and I should be having an online meeting with some of them.
Wow.
Soon. They just want more education. They have some questions, and
that's good.
We offer them that opportunity. So, you can see, and I've actually been getting people calling or sending messages to my WhatsApp line, to find out, they are interested in the NHF. How do they go about it? So I've always been directing them. The easiest thing, like I said, I will repeat that again before we go to the topic of today. For NHF, look for a mortgage bank that is active in it. Hope that they will have a developer that has a current project that you would like. Okay. Otherwise, look for a developer that has a current project that you would like, that also is ready to go the route of NHF, and look for a mortgage bank that is active doing it. You need those two things really to be able to easily, crack the NHF code, And you can watch our back episodes, our previous episodes, to catch up on how you can. It's something that I want to see a lot of Nigerians take advantage of. Unfortunately, people that have taken advantage of it in the past have not been able to, be faithful with their repayment. Some of them for loss of job and things like that. So it's also affecting how eager a lot of these mortgage banks are ready to deal on that. Because the new law right now is if they should process any check for someone and the person can no longer pay, they have to be paying. So they are they are much more careful now dealing with people with any check. But it's still not impossible, okay? It's very possible, especially if you are looking at the shorter the tenure you are looking at, the better. And depending on the amount you are paying is also very, very possible. So that's it. Chief Olodo.
So where are you taking us
to today?
Sir?
We'll be talking about issues with properties and ladies.
Kelode.
In fact, Kilo Day gone.
Is there anything dynamic?
Kilo Day gone.
Now we get property. Now
we get.
We be the landlord.
Oh, now we think say we get. I can tell you that a number of women actually have properties.
Now we think say we
Now, a number of ladies actually have properties. But some of them, I can't say most because I'm not taking any statistical data, but some of them is what I would say, unknown to their spouses even.
They've
for those
taken
that are
the
married,
bull by the horn.
And there's so many. So there are people that their decision is informed by things that they've seen, and that's what we want to discuss about. There are some peculiarities that I've noticed as a real estate entrepreneur, with ladies, peculiar to ladies, and those are the things we want to talk about. And please, when it's time to call in. If you're a lady particularly, I want you to share with us why and some of the peculiarities you also know about ladies when it comes to properties.
I think before,
let me tell you.
Sorry, sir. Before we go far, I want to quickly chip in this so that it will serve as the foundation for our discussion. I've come to realize that which happened to my own side.
Okay. Your own side of
my own family now, which I've seen.
From Ijedodo.
Women. When it comes to buying land, do you know that these so-called omuniles? They always have this clemency, this pity. They handle them with care. I'm not saying they won't collect their money, but there's this ojuanu that goes with women getting land easily from omuniles, and land grabbers are not usually, once she kneels down and she cries, they will.
True.
But
emotional blackmail.
But for the men,
know how to use emotional blackmail.
They will deal with us anyhow, every
And because the men also, we also sometimes somebody will go and be telling Modile, do you know why? And it's nothing. He doesn't. So they say, okay, show who you are now, so that we too will show who we are. Let's continue to go. Then later, you that you've said, do you know why? You now go and be begging. What are you doing?
Why do you say do you know?
You've injured yourself. You're just tossing you everywhere because it's
when
obvious that
you are nothing.
It's obvious that you are nothing. You are just bragging, So, but those ladies, particularly if you know how to really package yourself, people are always afraid to deal with you in a way that they cannot substantiate because they don't know who you know.
Ben, that's one thing about women.
When a lady knows how to package herself, even with anybody, with police, do you
I told you of the experience of the one where it happened. Where landlord beat the lady, young lady.
Yeah.
Okay, now the landlord picking, you don't beat them, everything don't day station.
Yeah.
The lady was really at fault anyways, but the truth is you shouldn't have beaten her. So as everybody come, they tell the lady just tell them, I need a phone. I need a phone. We think say na play engine and for quarter year, but I need a phone. When the lady get phone and he make one call, DPO wey no dey around that time, he run. They call DPO. DPO run. Where uniform, he run come station. Where is Kinika? He mentioned the lady's name. The IPO in charge of the case. All of them like this.
They go zap.
Station scatter. They can't say make they carry the girl. They not say make the case say both the girl. Person where he beat her, where they still brag, where it is DPO, everybody make they come.
Where they come?
Lion building. Now I know say one place where they call
Lion building.
So women are
I tell you, so because of those peculiarities, they deal with them more carefully. Okay. So deal with them more carefully. And it's actually part of what we are talking about.
Let's go on this break so that when we come back, we begin to analyze the issues with women and property. We'll be right back.
The best investment on earth is earth.
the issue of say make a person get house, make a person get land.
Property matter na serious business, so one of the best investments wey person fit get for life. You fit interact with us on top the show or talk to engineer Debo through we phone numbers wey be 08173147589 and 08105434984. You still fit call us on top with Skype ID wey be WAP TV. Shey you be estate agent, surveyor, town planner, or you dey into furniture and you go like make the world sabi your level? Come advertise with us on top Property Matter wey dey shele for WAP TV for every Tuesday.
Okay, let's yield the floor straight to Engineer Debo so that he could take us through.
Yeah, so I mean, as we're saying, take for example, for me, I mean, in my own experience with real estate, I've come to realize that, of course, I've said this severally. If you should take someone for inspection with their female friend, their wife, or whatever, pay attention to that lady. Because it is that lady that would influence that transaction, whether or not she's the one paying directly for it. Those are peculiarities with ladies. They get to dictate, okay? And they have very special interest in the kitchen and the bedroom. Those two usually interest them. If it is a family that they are going to have the man's room separate from the woman's room, they are particular about the link and the size of their own wardrobe.
Sorry, so let's take David. David from Lagos. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Olododo.
How are you doing, sir?
I dey fine. How una dey now?
They are feedy.
I dey follow up the program and it's very, very interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
About this Omonile matter.
Omonile, okay.
You get any law when they cover Omonile? Because I not fit buy land finish, pay development fee, and cost the settle Omonile for fence, for foundation, for roofing, for everything when I do.
That's a good question, David.
You get any law when they cover them?
Wow. Okay, let me try and explain to you, David. So, those things you are talking about are things that are abnormal, I would say, but we have come to take them as normal in our system. Why I needed to clarify that is to say that in Lagos State, for example, which is where you're calling from, there is the, what do they call it? There is a task force, land grabber, okay? There's a land grabber law, and it is a law that is to help people deal with all these issues of having paid for land. Some people are still coming to harass you on the land. You understand? So you can report them. However, I will tell you that if it is just issues that has to do with they are asking for money for foundation, for this and that, even that office, they have so many cases in their hands, as in more cases that they consider to be more serious. Let's put it that way.
Than your own half plot.
Than your own case of saying they are asking you to pay
10,000.
So that they may even advise you that go and
settle
with them so that you can have peace, But if it is that I haven't paid money for land and all of those, some people will come and disturb you, beat your workers, or drive you away from site and sell it to another person or things like that. Of course, Lagos State is really very active. I have experienced their service, and I can attest to the fact that, yes, I mean, they are effective in that way. You just need to do a petition to that office, okay?
This office you talked about, sir, where?
It's in Alausa.
Okay.
It's in Alausa. I think it's under the Ministry of Justice or something. But they have some set of containers like this. In that Alausa, if you ask for land grabber, they would, task force, they will direct you there. And you submit they will put you through the process you can go through and all of that. But if it is that, like I said, they just asking you for what is normal, abnormal, but now normal in our system, I would actually advise that for now, you just see how you can negotiate
bow
your
for the
way,
devil
negotiate
and have
your
your
way within that. Otherwise, the time and effort you will spend will not be worth it. That's what I'm getting to. So, but if you think it's something you want to fight, I mean, nothing says in any book that haven't paid money to someone, they've given you receipt. That is what you owe them. All this customary something is just like, you understand, we are I don't understand. We are just encouraging what is not. But it has festered so much over time. It has almost become
a part of the norm.
It's not that it has almost become. It has become
the norm.
The norm. So I haven't paid for land. They expect you to pay for even new houses. You bought a new house that somebody, a built house. That somebody has built forever. You bought a built house. The person has title. You don't have any business with them. You don't have anything to collect from them, receipt to do your title and all. Once they know that the property has changed, once they see for sale sign there, they're already monitoring that property.
Then
the day for sale sign goes off, they know it's been sold. They will come and meet the new buyer.
The one I saw somewhere around last Sunday, just this Sunday, the house is already in existence and everything. The man just wants to erect a fence
and they will say you should pay.
Immediately they drop sand like this.
Something.
They just came. And the man was like, okay, why are they dig borehole? I give you people. Why they do this? And yet I just put ordinary sand to do it. They said they must collect money for that one too. And they did.
That's it. All of those you can actually handle. But I hope our system will allow you. Because what you will say is you are going to report it now, Abi. Report it and see what you make of it. If you can get headway.
Okay, you were talking about the toilet and the bedroom. You say
no. I was talking about the wardrobe.
The wardrobe
and the rooms.
The kitchen.
The master, exactly. So, the lady is particular about her room. Or if it is a joint room, the master's room, the size of it, okay. The size of the wardrobe.
Wow.
Yes, is very particular about it. The size of the wardrobe. They are very particular about it, Kitchen. These are things that interest the lady in the house. So you need to pay attention.
But do those modern buildings these days too still come with stationary wardrobes? I thought now everybody is even tapping into the lovely furnitures to make a static wardrobe. Do they still come with those? Because when you say wardrobe now, what comes to my mind is all those wardrobe that they have already built in the house. Those ones.
But most built properties have the inbuilt wardrobe now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, most actually have. They can be as exotic as they come, but they have, they have. Then another thing I've noticed with ladies when it comes to real estate transaction, is that most times I'm becoming very weary of taking briefs from ladies, especially the elderly ones.
Why, sir?
I realize that they are usually too emotionally attached, is the word I will say, is how I would describe it. They are usually too emotionally attached to the property, such that you say you want to sell a property, in the same sense, you are telling me the whole history of that property, almost like you are feeling like you are going to be separated from that property. And it shows the way they want the transaction conducted. It shows in the kind of pricing. So some will be telling you, there is this concept of value and cost in real estate, in properties. What if I want to stay in a property? The kind of way I will build it is to my taste, right? So I will definitely spend certain money that is value to me, okay? But you see, to another person is immaterial. So the day I want to now sell that property and move on, it will show.
Okay, sorry, sir. Meryl, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, Engineer Debo is here. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay, I want to, apart from asking questions, I may also want to just make a little bit of contribution.
Oh, great, Meryl.
With regard to the comment that your guest there made regarding this Omonile issue.
Yeah.
I would have thought that, when you come on air like that, to come and kind of tell the public that is becoming like a traditional something, when a law is in place against such practices, I think it's not the right thing to do. That's what I feel.
We said it too.
We should start on the position of the law and try as much as possible to enforce that law. Those who are doing those things are doing it because when you give them gap and start saying that, it's becoming like a culture, a tradition. Normal and should be wiped out from the system. That's what we are saying. If we want to be a developed country, we want housing for everybody. We should not be discouraging people who are building by encouraging touts, the so-called money to come and be collecting money at every
Mary, your network will not allow us to take more than that.
Yeah, Mario, you see, if you listen to us very well, and if you check our past episode, we are not encouraging nothing, okay? This is a practical show. Somebody will go out there tomorrow and it cuts across everybody. We're telling you as it is, you take the piece that applies to you and you apply it. I didn't say I'm condoning. I said it clearly.
You even told us
that is an abnormal thing. And I've given people how they can even go and pursue the matter. So it's not, but that does not eradicate the fact of what plays out there. And I'm just telling people also, so that when you want to confront it, be ready.
We should be pragmatic.
Be ready. So it's not mincemeat. This is what I do for 15 years, Mario. Wow. And I don't take nonsense from any Omonile or anybody.
Wow, that's good. Deumi.
So I'm not encouraging that in any way.
Not the cameraman. Deumi, good morning. Okay,
Deumi from Lagos, I think probably we lost him. So, talking about the married...
No, you said some women are emotionally attached.
Yes, they are usually emotionally attached, such that it's always... I mean, for me, from my own experience, if I look at most of people who start that way, it's not every lady, but there is how they start out the transaction and what they are telling you regarding transaction that makes you to know that, hey, this is someone that is too emotionally attached to this transaction. It will probably slow the transaction down. From my experience, 100%, a lot of people that started that way and have shown that trace, that is how the transaction is. It just becomes very cumbersome for you to say. I mean, I've had an experience where someone wants to sell a property. You are appointing someone as your agent to sell the property. You stay like the other side of town. Let's say somebody wants to sell a property on the island now, and the person is staying on the mainland and refusing to give you access to the property. You have to go and pick her each time you have an inspection and drop her. And because she's elderly, she can't drive and things like that. But she will be telling you about the whole story of the property also.
Okay, Emmanuel, good morning.
Emmanuel.
That's serious. Okay, go ahead with your question, please.
Well, we are having a lot of Lagos callers today.
Hello.
Good morning, Emmanuel. You can go ahead, please.
I'm from Lagos. I'm calling from Lagos. I want to talk about the property matter.
Go ahead, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, Emmanuel.
We can hear you, Emmanuel.
I have to take out that call.
I think we had a problem with Emmanuel. So
you have to take her and bring her. Wow.
I'm telling you, you have to bring her to the. Let's say she stays on the island.
She wants to sell.
She stays on the mainland. You have to bring her, take her to the island for the appointment of inspection. When inspection is over,
return her again.
You know why I think she was doing that? She probably even wants to buy the property.
The property she's selling. That's what I'm
telling you. She probably wants to even see who is. So she wants to qualify or pre-qualify, and she has the opportunity to do that even if you so want to. Maybe you're afraid that the money they will pay you is money that EFCC will trace later. You can always have a meeting with whoever your agent have selected and decide whether you want to sell or not. Not that inspection. And you are not the one coming. They won't tell you, okay, we have to meet it at the property for 12, and you are there. No, they will come and pick you from mainland, take you to the island, then drop you off. I mean, and people, colleagues that I've seen, it's always a challenge. I think we'd have to continue the topic.
Okay, I think that is the very first one. Emotional attachment to property.
It cuts across. So we've just talked about selling.
Yes, let's pause it there so that next week we'll also check some other issues where ladies they get with property. But most definitely, if you enjoy everything we will do today, join us at the same time next week. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.